It also has a 350 kVA standby generator. The water scheme currently supplies water to Ukbo, Aba, and some parts of Abagana and its environs. Another major achievement of the Obi administration in the area of water supply is the successful rehabilitation of the Obizi-Uga Regional Water Scheme. Water from the Obizi Natural Spring is pumped into a treatment plant, where it is further pushed by boosters to 14 nearby towns. Water from this facility is stored in various elevated reservoirs, some far away as Ibuku, Akbo, Oyeuga, Ekulobia, Isofia, and Ukpologu, all in Agwata local government area. Residents of Nnewi are not left out in this scheme, as they now enjoy clean potable water in their households, as the Obi administration, through the Anambra State Water Corporation, has successfully rehabilitated the Nnewi Zonal Water Scheme that has not been functional for years. The reservoir holds up to 200,000 liters of water. The unique feature of the Ubaha Amensi Water Scheme in Agwata local government is that it is powered by solar energy and has a 3,000-gallon storage tank. With over 180 of such schemes dotting the state, the governor has put them onto the Water Sanitation Health Committee, RUWASA, of each benefiting community to ensure security and proper maintenance.
We always buying tanker waters, or we go to Achina here and get drinking water before. Yeah. But now we are very happy. We are not going any other place to purchase water. There is water here now, done by Ruwasa.
In this area, water is the most precious commodity. Water can sell as much as the man who has it puts it. So people are very, very happy. Before now, people think that there is no water underground water in this area, but this government have proved them wrong. We have this kind of facility here, one up there, and 3 other places that are powered with generator. But we have 2 that are powered with solar. So it is really a very big thing. People are very happy because it has never happened before.
Still under the Millennium Development Goals initiative, a total of over 500 water schemes have been installed in various schools and health centers throughout the state, providing clean, safe water to students and primary health institutions. When Obi assumed office, the local government's infrastructure were either dilapidated or non-existent. So for those who lived in the rural areas, reaping the benefits of democracy was something they only imagined but never experienced. Today the story is different, as those local governments that didn't have befitting infrastructure now have, and those whose structures were in shambles now wear a new look. Onitsha North local government now operates from its own complex with 2 new administrative blocks befitting a local government.
Yes, the reason why I have to show you that is just so you know that this issue of water, that guy already did something similar 18 years ago. That video you are watching there is more than 16 years old. After Obi left Anambra, when Obi was leaving Anambra, after that 8 years, this guy was removed as governor of Anambra State. See, he won in court. After he got rigged out, he went to court. The court returned him, removed Ngige, since they have now confessed that they rigged for Ngige. And Ngige is not paying up anymore, so he has to go. He had to go. So somehow, they made an arrangement, and Obi was declared winner by the court. He was returned his mandate, so to say. And just a few months after he was sworn in, you see all the local government, there is nothing in local government. There is nothing in ministries. It was all like free for all, Baba. In Anambra that time, the Uba brothers, from what we heard, though, they will call the governor once the allocation of the state lands, they will call the governor to their house and they will call the commissioner of finance to their house. Right there inside their house, they will share Anambra state allocation. All these ones that you have, ministry, this local government that forget it. Local government money, state money every month. It was when Ngige decided that, which kind of thing be this? Because Ngige also decided to start fixing things. So let's give him that credit too. Especially if you are from Anambra, you know what I am talking about too. Chris Ngige decided not to give the money to the Uba brothers. He started doing things, started paying, some pensions. He started paying things out, but it didn't last. The court removed him, and Obi became governor. Then the House of Assembly, controlled by this gang, they now wrote they now made a proposal that they wanted to renovate government house with this also money. They want to renovate the House of Assembly with this also money, and they gave them to Obi. And Obi was like, no, Are we building a new one? Are we this? You get what I mean now? He now decided to cut down the budget. The following day, they initiated impeachment against him. Person who court just returned as governor, he was removed months later. So he went back to court again. Then the court returned him. That was when he now had the time. For like first 2-3 years of Obi, he was in and out of court because that was how Anambra was then. It was a gangster state. If you know strong, no go there, no try am. At the time, but by the time this guy was done and he was leaving, Anambra State from about 29th or 30th position when it comes to national examinations. Education, Anambra became number 1. He invested so much in it that it became his legacy. The day this guy was leaving, no single pensioner was owed any pension. No single worker was owed a salary. No contractor was owed a dime. And when he was leaving, he left in Naira, he left over 100 billion Naira. This same guy left over $150 million that finally yielded so good for his successor that he contemplated of building an airport. Now, whenever they talk about Obi, they always want to make you believe that it was their government. This was not the guy who ceased to be a governor since when? For more than 13, 14 years ago. Oh, sorry, maybe not that long. Yeah, almost 13 years ago, almost 13 years ago. Another person had become Anambra governor, depleted all of those saved money, added debt. Anambra owes no single debt. Obasanjo cleared all of the Nigeria debts in 2005, 2006. All the states in Nigeria had zero debt. When Peter Obi was living in Anambra, he left zero debt. Zero. That the person who succeeded him spent another 2 terms, 8 years after him. Another person had become Anambra governor and he's already spent almost 4 years. He's running to go for another 4 years. But the way they talk about him, for these 13 years, there has never been any single investigation against this guy. Not against anybody that worked with him. Not a single person that worked in his government is under any probe anywhere for the past 13 years. But somehow, I think it is still convenient to blame him, especially in the Nigerian parlance. And I cannot be a judge of that. But if you want to do, can you please do it in a way that you won't look stupid or ridiculous to those you are talking to? You have elected officials. If they have been constructing if, for example, now, right, 13 years after this guy left, majority of those who want you to probably see it the other way, 13 years after this guy left power, 2 other people have been in charge, and that's 13 solid years. Okay? Like I said, no single kind of any investigation or whatever, corruption or whatever against him. And when you now place him side by side, or put it this way, those who succeeded him in his own state, or those you possibly call your leaders, do you think if they have done what they should have done, anybody will be triggered now that they are not being given presidential borehole? Like, if you want to go for him, go for him. I'm not disturbing you, but go for him in a way that you are not sounding so stupid. Because that's how majority of those who wanted to have who have something to say about this guy, that's how majority of them sound to me. Like, I heard that. Have you actually found out some of them yourself? In this northern Nigeria, they believe that they were born to rule. If you are born to rule, isn't that supposed to be for your people? Let's start from the middle belt. I mean, middle central. You waited because not central. This one I learn you. And Ilorin is meant to be Yoruba land. And you heard them speak Yoruba in that video. That is the water they have access to in Ilorin. Just so you know that it is not limited to anywhere. But if Obi goes there now and say, oh yeah, how much is it going to take to construct a borehole that is, you don't need electricity or you don't need any solar and it can be done as soon as possible, how much? Oh, it's going to be 5 million. Oh yeah, go and do it for them. Then you on social media will say, those women, they deserve presidential borehole. Therefore, the clean water they are getting, which has been denied by the people elected to give them the water. So if you want to be mad, you should be mad at those who made it possible for him to go there and use 5 million, 10 million to provide water for people that have been denied clean water for years. 5 million, 10 million. They are buying expensive cars. They are driving expensive automobiles. These guys are borrowing money in the name of all these people. But 10 million naira water, at least even a borehole, no, we even try borehole. 10 million naira water, 5 million naira borehole. Do you know how far that will go for them? Okay, here is another community. I showed you this one last night, right? This is how the people from Gombe, this community in Gombe, this is how they access water. By trekking, pushing their carts, by trekking for 15 kilometers to the border of Niger, where they could have access to water like this. Now, with 5 million naira borehole or 10 million naira borehole, the entire community can be saved from that dangerous journey through the desert of terrorists just to access to power. Take a look at this, another community in that northern Nigeria too.
Bob, in northern Nigeria, look at this place. Look at this place. Look at this place. The whole of this place, there's no water anywhere. No water anywhere. The people are suffering. The people have to go long distances to fetch water. And Peter Obi, on his own, decided to spend his own money to do borehole for people to be able to do one or two things. And some people are coming online. Some people are coming online to criticize him using his own. What did the leaders of northern Nigeria have done to help the people in this condition. This is too much. This is madness. If you know you can do it, why haven't you done something about the water situation in Nigeria? Somebody uses his own personal money to do borehole, and we are here talking. God have mercy on you.
His Excellency Peter Obi shine wanda ya ce a zo a muku wannan aikin domin yanayin da kuke ciki na rashin ruwa muka ga ya kamata a zo a muku domin rayuwanku ya samu sauki. So wani irin fata kuke da shi a wajen shi Peter Obi?
Wannan fata alheri. Zuwa ruwa mai kyau wanda muka gabata a hannu.
Kuma da so da fatar za ku sa shi a
Bob.
Like I said, whether it is for election that may never happen, 2027 that you may never witness, but you see those people, they don't care about your politics, I think. And you see those guys that you saw in that video, they are those who are possibly selling the idea to be like, yes, because they are close to him. Sir, if you can just like, water project, like, you see, all this Ramadan that we are going to these places, some of them, they do not have access to water, they do not have access to this and that. And probably like, okay, yeah, so can you give me the, the number of those communities? Oh yeah, we've got like about 20 of them. How much is a borehole if you have to drill one there? Oh, it is 10 million naira, sir. Oh, 10 million naira. Okay, then 20 communities, right? That's 200 million naira. Now take it. Now let's go and do 20 boreholes for them. At least they will have access to water. And we can also help them raise awareness that the government should bring proper water schemes to these communities. They are really, really suffering. So what Obi did is that he's used his personal money to bring attention to something that should have been a national emergency. Here you get. But they said that that community where he gave them the borehole, this one, they say the current speaker is from there. The current speaker of the Nigerian House of Representatives, Abbas, they say he is from this community. And they said that is one of the reasons why it really got them so mad. You see this one in Zaria. They said, what's that guy name? Abbas, the speaker of the Nigerian House of Assembly, came from here. This is his community. They have no water. The speaker. And somebody did this. Instead of them using their money, the money they gave to social media influencers to be rubbishing this, instead of giving the money to influencers, they could probably construct another maybe 10 or maybe 5 boreholes and provide water for these communities. So it backfired. You see, instead of mocking him for giving them water, how about talking about those? Well, anyway, like I said, that is not even the crux of the matter. The real crux of the matter is this. Why does anybody from northern Nigeria think anybody from southern Nigeria owes them any form of charity to start with? Then what is really wrong with some of you, the southern politicians or southern elites, trying to get a validation from the north? And most of the time, the validation you are looking for, what you get in return is disdain. A kind of a disdain for you and for your people. I haven't seen any northerner. You see, they will tell you they are the richest in Africa. And they are the poorest in Africa too. Their richest man has no real bearing on them, except when Ramadan is coming and they will give them food. And that's actually not like food. I'm talking about some little portion to say, okay, yeah, take this one and all that. How many northern politicians has contributed to any internal development or support or charity of any kind in any part of southern Nigeria? Can you raise up your hand if you know any? Schools renovated by Northerner in the eastern part of Nigeria. Hospitals renovated. Water provided for the people of Yoruba land by the northern politicians. Can you tell me any? So what brought all these entitlements? I remember Okorocha, like I said earlier. How many of you remember when Okorocha started reciting Quran to remind them that he has been one of them for so long and he will be a president for them? How many of you remember that? I have the video.
I'm not a candidate of rotation. Neither am I a candidate of rotation or zoning. I'm a candidate of justice. Maybe the Southeast or the South has not been able to present their matter very well before the rest of Nigerians. I'm sure if you tell to a Muslim, a Northerner, and say to him, remember my friends from the North, and my brothers of the Muslim Ummah, that remember that the principal cardinal point upon which Islam is built is justice. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam acknowledged the fact that in Quran chapter 16 verse 90, it says, Inna Allah Yagmur Bil Adil wa Ihil, saying, verily God commands justice and fairness.
Nuisance lele.
Walaita lie, zero vote lomu. Zero. At a point, he was even addressing the larger body, and he was appealing to them, to sounding like he's a northerner, he's related to them, he's yeah. I'll show you that one at the APC convention.
My people, my people. I'm here to sing a new song. I'm not here to sing an old song. If we keep doing this politics the same old way, we shall be getting the same old result. Your Excellency, Mr. President, my President, Madam President, Vice President, leaders of our nation, leaders of our party. First, let me start by thanking God Almighty that I'm here with you today. Because if this convention has taken place when it was scheduled to take place on the 30th, I wouldn't have been here with you, because I was somewhere in detention. But thank God Almighty that God in His infinite mercy saw us postpone this convention. Hence I'm here, and I'm here to address you. I'm not privileged to be one of those who made the list of preferred candidates of this convention. Neither do I enjoy the blessings of the mighty and high in our society. In fact, I'm the bestest of them all. I'm an ordinary Nigerian who depends on the people to be elected, and for the people as my strength, and for the people to serve. The people are my strength in this case. I'd like to remind all of us again that power is a trust which can only be justified when used for the benefit of the common man. You must hear me and hear me out again. This nation this time must get it right. I want to say to you, my delegates, especially those of you in partnership, the hour has come, the die is cast. You must search your conscience If possible, make phone calls back to your family and ask them, what must I do with the vote that I have? Lest you go back again, wallowing in hunger and poverty, which have left you in perpetual suffering. I hate injustice and I hate poverty. I have covenant with God Almighty that when He blesses me, I shall bless others. And when He gives me, I must share with those who do not have. Because of my own, I can do nothing. But I can do all things through God who giveth me strength. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, my insistence in politics, after my traverse in politics, having formed this party, the APC, I have every reason to quit politics. But when I remember the poor, the widows, the sick, the needy, our nation bleeding, when I remember the insurgents, then I have reason to come back. I'm here to serve you. I've run for this presidency the third time. And I lack nothing. And I'm not in this presidency for primitive accumulation of wealth. I'm not here to buy cars or buy aircraft. I'm not here for anything. I'm here for one thing: to save the lives of the numerous poor Nigerians